Alright, so now that I have this whiteboard, I'm going to show how Bitcoin grew, alright? Like how it all started. I'm going to make Satoshi. Satoshi's this guy, nobody knows who he is. He is this little red dot. He invented Bitcoin, he invented the code, released it into the wild, and then started sharing it with different communities, started inventing different things for it in different little pieces, doing little patches and changes and getting things done for it. So eventually a community grew around him. So that's the Bitcoin community. Most of it is on GitHub, GitHub, or Bitcoin Talk, bitcointalk.org. They say that Bitcoin is not centralized, but that's basically Bitcoin Central. If you have a Bitcoin company, that is where you're talking about it. That's where people will go to look for it. That's where all the altcoins are. There's things called altcoins. I'll talk about that more. But that's where they are. So and then from there, there's part of those communities stretches out to exchanges. So that's like MCX Now and Mt. Gox and Bitcoin Exchange and Vercurex and all those companies. People talk about them on bitcointalk.org, and they are a part of that community, but they're outside of it. Alright, and then there's also other smaller forums. I'm going to go ahead and do that in a different color because they're not really part of the Bitcoin Talk community, just slightly related. Nobody like mentions them in their discussions at Bitcoin Talk. The only one that could really be considered big is CoinChat, and that's only, I mean, still only lightly related. Not many people go there. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then, so now you've got the community's grown, and this is years ago that all this started. So, and this is without the Silk Road too. The Silk Road was part of, it would be a huge chunk of it. That's kind of it's good that the Silk Road's gone, because now Bitcoin has a future in everything. And anyway, so from there like BitPay got invented. BitPay, DevCoin, BitMint, things like that. They reach out of the Bitcoin community to bring people in. So now we've got the base community, the guy that nobody knows, the exchanges popping up around the base community that everybody uses, the other chat websites that are based on different coins and based on Bitcoin but aren't really too popular, oh, I forgot what that was now. Sorry. I'll look back at the video and put it as a little caption. But anyways, oh yeah, BitPay and BitMint and DevCoin and all that, other communities that bring people in. So now we've got other communities on the outside. This is about where we are now, but there's also just, I'm gonna do orange, random little things popping up, like the Bitcoin China exchange, and it goes down, up and down, like Dwolla decides to accept it, maybe Amazon will do it, and that's these random occurrences, as well as news outlets from bloggers and stuff like that, because that's what affects China and all that stuff. So all that, and this is where we are now, and people, this is what needs to happen, alright? You need to be one of the green, alright? And one of the outside communities coming in. If you have a company, if you have an idea, alright? If you have a group of friends, you can make an altcoin. Look up on Google, in quotes, you don't need to quote it, but I'm putting it in quotes right now in my head. What is an altcoin and why should you care? Look that up and you can figure out how to make one of your own. You can be one of these green dots. Alright, so what we need is more of these. Okay, DevCoin is one. Uh, 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 we need like a say that's like a barter coin. Somebody makes a coin where now you can trade a chair and get coins, and then you can go trade those coins for somebody else's chairs or something, or somebody else's whatever items. And then this one's this one's bank coin. Bank of America makes a coin or something, and then some of they make it where 10% of every coin mined goes to helping blah blah whatever companies. Uh, This one could be something like the Relay for Life grabs it and starts using it for charity. Like, all this needs to happen, and then it links together, and you basically just got explosion. I know it's hard to see with reflections and stuff. I'll try to figure out all that stuff eventually and get a light that comes this way specifically, so that it's lighting up that and not reflecting different directions. But anyway, this is how this. We just need those things to pop up. They just need to pop up, and then everything else will just be there. Then everything. That's the planet. There will just be little pieces in here that haven't heard about it. Because if banking companies start picking it up, if forums start making coins, if companies start making coins, if everybody started making coins, everybody would hear about it eventually. It would just be there. And Bitcoin would just be in the middle. It would just be right here. It would just be a fact. It wouldn't be maybe. It wouldn't be esoteric. It would be a fact of nature, a fact of life, a fact of humanity. It would just be there. Alright, and I just wanted to share that. That's how Bitcoin works.